WEFM, the new fresh sound.
Voice of the Man Bongo Prime representing for Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9.
WhatsApp us or call us at 457-9997. Rise and shine. Let's get ready to take on the day. Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
Put up all your drinks and throw them in the air. Da, 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 da. All right, I'll stop.
Hold up your cup of tea.
Yeah. Anyway, hold on a second. All right, so good morning to everybody. We are back with you for another Activated Mornings program here on WEFM. It is the first Friday in October where we are happy. All right, so hope that everybody is doing just fine and that you are ready and excited to get your day going. All right, so in studio, it is Dianna, Cain, and myself, Roleza, Samuel, and already on the live, you see Mr. Marksman there. So good morning to you, Mr. Asman Marksman. All right, Dianna, good morning.
Morning, Roleza. Good morning, everybody.
I am so ready to chant you. So ready to chant you. You know, I felt whole week my body fighting something. And now when I hear you, I realize what happened.
I want to chant myself too.
I felt my system fighting something whole week. I said, where did this come out from? Now I hear Dianna. I know exactly where it came out from. Oh boy. All right, but I hope you feel better soon. I realize that you're keeping a safe distance. I appreciate that. So I hope that you get a full recovery over the weekend. All right. And Nicole is also out. She may or may not join us. She too is just a little bit under the weather. So we will see if she joins us this morning as well. All right. So those of you who might not be feeling so great, whether physically, emotionally, mentally, financially, I hope that things improve just a bit for you. Well, maybe not even just a bit, but fully for you. All right. Anything from you?
Yeah, there's one thing there's one thing that's been on my mind. It's not a big deal, but it's going to haunt me for the rest of my life because I forgot to ask it. The other day, I was reading a script, CWS script, and this name of this village, Pomset. Now, I ain't never heard about that village. So if anybody is listening and they know of that village, is that how you actually pronounce it? Because
because both of us were curious as if we were pronouncing it correctly.
Wait, Pomset. It's amazing where that is.
And then I think some officers were in the first time when we read it and we asked them if they knew about it and they said they didn't. Remember?
I think that was another village, actually.
Oh, okay.
We just be learning a lot of villages in them scripts.
Yeah. What I found amusing was in that same notification, in that same notice, Stinking Tree Village. Like, like how do you go about say, I am from Stinking Tree Village, you know? But yeah. So interesting names of many places that we have here at SVG. All right, so I just want to do like a few preliminaries. Let me say happy birthday to both Norma and Beverly. I know for sure I have Norma name right. I think I have Beverly name right as well too, right? These are, remember I speak about the ladies from the Anikan car park who are there on a Friday. So yeah, they will not be there today on account of these two celebrating their birthday. So happy birthday to Norma and to Beverly and to all the other ladies who are usually there. And of course, Mr. Coombs as well. Good morning to all of you. All right. And I also want to say special congrats. I heard police promotion list came out yesterday. All right. And I didn't get all the details. I had to go snoop and ask it around with some friends. But I noted that two persons.
Okay. I just, we got some message this morning. So that's why.
Yeah, that's one of them, right? So to Dwayne Bailey, Dwayne, I don't even know your number, your police number, but to Dwayne Bailey and to Lyndon Oliver, congrats to both of you. And we recognize that one of the officers who contribute to our traffic talk, he too has received a promotion. All right. So to all the officers out there who have received a promotion, congrats to you. Okay. And many of you are indeed very hardworking. Many of you have also been in the force for a while, so it's also good to see that you are getting that acknowledgement, right? We know that there's generally a little bit of a discussion with regards to the promotion list. I ain't going into that today. I just want to congratulate those who have received that promotion. Okay. All righty. Yes, indeed. Thank God it's Friday, Miss Joseph. Thank God, I'm Mrs. Joseph. So let's get into a few things. Okay. All right. I see Joshua. They're saying 2 other places, but are these places in Vincido, Joshua? All right. That's what we're curious about. All right. So let's get into our main topic of discussion for right now. And that is promises. The NDP reveals its first 60-day pledges, and they have revealed 4 pledges. All right. So the NDP, I think this was said at a press conference. I didn't look at the press conference. Unfortunately, I didn't view that. I should go back and look at it. But anyhow, so they have come up with 4 pledges, and they are saying that within the first 60 days of an NDP government.
That's by February. If we have elections in November.
No, hold on. I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
All right. So pledge number 1, they promise to slash prices, which is to cut VAT on everyday goods and residential electricity. Pledge number 2. You have it open there? You can read it out.
Wait, what you just said? Which one?
Pledge number 1. I just said pledge number 1, cut VAT.
Oh, is it? I don't have them in order. Double poor relief. That's number 2.
All right. So they sent a double poor relief from 250 to 500.
Yeah.
So the next pledge is to issue a bonus salary. So bonus payment for all public servants.
Cha-ching. And to reinstate all those who lost their jobs in the vaccine mandate with their full benefits.
All right. So how you felt about this when you saw it? What were your thoughts? Do you think that they're doable?
What a question. Well, the NDP is speaking highly of continuing to speak of the CBI program. They did mention that they're going to use the CBI program to do these things. So I'm guessing they already have their investors lined up so that as soon as the election bell rings, people go out and vote. If they win the election, the next day, like how Trump started the next day to work, next day investors rolling in. In 2 months' time, everything is taken care of. I don't know. It seems that way. I can't see these things, and then sometimes it might look a little different when you're on the outside because they might think they may be able to do it within those 2 months. I really don't know, Roleza. But the 60 days is what jumped out at me the most because I think I've been hearing the other things before. I think they mentioned doing those other things before. I think so. Yeah. So.
All right. So a few things that you said there. So I don't know if to say whether or not these things are not doable, but I think that many times it's a lot easier, and this is not me dogging or trying to pull down the NDP and their promises because they have to say something. All right. Persons have been commenting about the NDP side and keep saying, what are your plans, right? So in saying, what are your plans, they have put forward plans to persons. So, I mean, in a way, you can't turn around and still ask, what are their plans, right?
I feel like, I don't know, is it me or did they tell us these plans before? For one, I know right at the NDP headquarters, there's the billboard there that says that, people are going to be reinstated with their benefits. So that's been there from a while back. Maybe that's the only one.
Remember the key point in this right now is the first 60 days. So they're saying that this is what
in particular
you can hold them to it. And they did pass out these pledge cards. So it is what it is that we're going to say, well, if you don't do this thing, you tricked us or whatever. I don't know what I don't know what method of accountability is going to be there if they don't stick to it, right? Because that is also the other thing that we have to be curious about. But I think for me, when it comes to persons or the opposition making promises, it's a lot easier to do it when you're on the outside, right? We always hear talk about them not calling the Public Accounts Committee together. So I sometimes question, do they have a true idea of what our finances are as a nation, right? We know that we are in debt. Is it possible for them to fulfill these things? And I was very surprised to see that a recent article still came out, as in yesterday, an article still coming out about the CBI program. And I am wondering, what are the supporters of NDP actually thinking about this program? And I guess I could no longer roll my eyes or groan at Doc when he brings up CBI, because I legit thought it was off the table by now, right? I honestly thought that it was. And I am also curious that if they're saying they're going to be doing the funding, is it that monies from the CBI program are going to help to fulfill these 60-day promises? Because I don't think it happens just like that. I don't think it's going to happen as quickly as this. One of the things I was curious, and I made mention, well, I think you were there when I made the comment yesterday to somebody else, was with regards to the poor relief doubling. Now, I know that I've always heard them speaking about not celebrating the amount of persons or not rejoicing the amount of persons who are on poor relief, right? Because the idea of it is really and truly to take people off poor relief so that they can be gainfully employed. However, I'm going to give them a blight because this is in the first 60 days. So I want to believe that their long-term plans would be to have the poor relief list shortened and have those persons gainfully employed, right? So I'm going to give them a slight blight with regards to that. But I noticed I saw Augustine make a post about poor relief is not $250. I actually tried to go looking for that information online to see how much it is, but I didn't actually see what the figure is.
One of the things though you mentioned, if they have any idea of our financial situation, if they do not have an idea or a proper idea of our financial situation, I think it's very bold to say that you're going to do those 4 things when at least 3 of those include giving out money, in 2 months.
And the issuing of bonus salary. Part of me wonders, is this possibly, if they get into office, are they looking to do it maybe in time for Christmas pay? Because that's when, well, I was statutory, but still, quote unquote, on the bracket of public servants. Used to get money, right? We used to get Christmas bonus. Wasn't very often during my tenure, but we got used to get Christmas bonus. But anyhow, is it a case where they are looking to maybe make this bonus payment maybe as an incentive for persons to vote for them, so that persons could get it maybe in time for Christmas, maybe in time for end of year, or maybe in time for the longest year of the month, which is in January. All right. So I don't know if that is their thought process there. There's another curious thing that they made mention of, which was the slash VAT prices. And I've heard this discussion as well in terms of cutting VAT. Now, I believe it's the PM who I heard say it, and I can't understand where he's coming from. I think it's the PM, and if it's not the PM, but somebody on ULP side that is, even if it's one thing, they could say that they're going to cut VAT prices, which is supposed to hopefully redound in terms of savings towards us as customers. Yeah. But somebody did ask the question, when have we ever seen prices go down? When you go to a supermarket, if a price goes up, do we actually see, like when situations have changed or circumstances have changed, do we see prices go down? So is it a case where it's going to be all hands on board in terms of whoever is selling products, whatever it is, products and services, because VAT is also included for services. Are these persons going to drop their prices? And is it going to be of benefit to us as the citizens? Is it going to be passed on to us, right? So, it's just things that they put out there. I can't knock them for putting things out there, because they have to say something. They have to say something in order to get persons to vote for them. But it's a situation. But there's also something else that I want to touch on. I'll probably touch on it just a little bit in the next segment if Kingsley doesn't call. But we have to head on out. We noticed that there were persons trying to call. we can pick it up in the next segment. All right. So at this time, we are heading on out of today's traffic talk. We are heading on out of this segment at